up, Starseeds? It's Sid, and today I wanted to talk about what's in your water, specifically your water bottles. Okay, I've been wanting to do this video for a while, and I've called a few different water bottle companies, okay? I've called ones that are in other countries. I have left voicemails for a bunch of different people. I left angry voicemails for Fiji. I'm sorry, Fiji. They weren't getting back to me, and it was really annoying. I just wanted to know, all their levels in their water and just any info I could get. It's really annoying the process I had to go through just to get this little bit of information, okay? I've been a hostess at restaurants and I've answered the phone and I've put people on hold for the manager and I go run and tell the manager and people will call back and be like, they didn't even answer, I was on hold for so long. And I totally get it. That's some weird info that maybe if you answer the phone, you don't know. But I am just not happy with the process I had to go through. This is Cooper. This is my roommate's dog. He just loves video bombing. But I'm going to read you guys what they told me and just kind of give you my take on water, specifically drinking water, but also any kinds of water. I'm going to give you guys some little water magic tips as well at the end, so please stick around or at least fast forward to my little words of wisdom. Here we go. So Aquafina, they're owned by Pepsi, and they said there is no fluoride. It's all removed during the purification process. So it's well under the regulation of 4 parts per million. That's what she said. Aquafina seemed like they were very defensive about this. They had told their employees what to say if people asked specifically about fluoride, because I did specifically ask about fluoride as well as, what other things do you add to the water? And she's like, nothing. It's all pure water. So I feel like they're hiding some information, but that's just me. Dasani is owned by Coca-Cola, and I called them and they basically said the same thing as well as some other things that they add to their water. So they're like, none. It's purified water, and they add potassium chloride, magnesium, sulfate, and salt. So that's that, and I will go over some of what these other things are that we're adding after I say what all these water bottle companies told me. So Nestle, Pure Life, there's no fluoride. There's 3 ingredients that they add to it, one of them being sea salt, but she didn't tell me the other 2. Maybe you could get deep dark and Google. I tried, but if you're successful, let me know. Smart water, so it's vapor distilled water. They add calcium chloride, magnesium chloride, potassium bicarbonate. So that is what they add. That's definitely the most additives that I noticed out of these 6 water bottle companies that I called. And Smart Water just seems like the most dangerous out of all 6. So I'm just going to put that disclaimer. It's, I think, the most or second most expensive, and it has the most added stuff to it. Not that this stuff is so bad. They're pretty much naturally occurring elements, but why? Poland Springs, they said there's none. There was an 8-ounce bottle that they discontinued, but it used to have fluoride in it. Now it's just 0.15 parts per million, 0.15 parts per million. So, yeah. Not that much, just like the naturally occurring fluoride in water. Because it's not like all fluoride's bad for you. I want to put this disclaimer too, you guys. Not all fluoride is bad. Okay, there's fluoride in everything you eat. Some is bad, some is good. It depends. That naturally occurring fluoride is good. You do need a bit of fluoride in you. Just like you need a bit of calcium, okay? You need a bit more calcium, I think, because that's good for other things. But you do need a bit of these elements, okay? It's about getting the right small dosage, because too much is going to calcify your pineal gland, okay? If you don't know why I hate fluoride and calcium and the stuff that you have been taught was good for you, it's because it calcifies your pineal gland a very important spiritual organ, a part of your body that is debatably the most important, okay? So I do have one more water bottle company I called Fiji, owned by Wonderful, and they said there is 0.24, 0.24 naturally occurring parts per million of fluoride in their water. So that's a lot more than Poland Springs, actually. You know, that's almost twice the amount of Poland Springs. So I recommend, if I had to guess, if I had to make an educated guess about which water is the safest based on what these people on the phone told me, I would say Poland Springs is a good way to go. I don't know if they're everywhere. I live in Michigan, and we don't have Poland Springs here, but when I go to New York, Rochester, New York at least, to visit family, I know that is their go-to water. But so if you don't have Poland Springs, Nestle, they say no fluoride and that they add sea salt and some other ingredients, but she wouldn't even tell me what all of them were. So that kind of creeps me out. What if one of them's calcium, you know? So I guess I recommend Dasani, doesn't sound that bad, and Aquafina doesn't sound too bad either, you know? But the way to go if you are trying to drink some H2O is get a purification system, okay? I don't have the money for one, so I don't have one yet. I really wish I did. I am living in Flint right now, and you guys have probably heard about the Flint water crisis. And yeah, our water is still not okay. But I live a bit north of Flint. Actually, I live in Flushing. I work at the Red Lobster in Flint. So my water, I think, is different than the city of Flint's. And me and my roommate will have to drink the water sometimes because we just haven't been able to afford, bottled water all the time, which isn't even as good as purified water yet. So it's about making room in your budget for pure water. Water is the most important thing a human needs, okay? Your body mainly consists of water. This planet mainly consists of water. This universe is very abundant in water. And aliens, when they want water, they can just think, ooh, I want clean water. And ooh, a little water bubble. A little water bubble appears. And, they can drink it. Boom. Like magic. But us, we have to, work for this water. We have to go get this water. And it comes in, plastic bottles. I'm going to be doing other videos in the future about how we can change all of that. Okay? It's almost the beginning of the real 2020 astrological year. It's getting very close, okay? March 21st is the real kickoff of the new year energy. We're feeling all of this energy from last year and transitioning into this year still. So make this transition to natural, good, pure water, okay? Research it, find the right option for you, whether you want to switch to a different bottled water, whether you want to get a purification system for all of your sinks, or just for one, or for your fridge, or whatever, okay? I do want to tell you about some of the things that they add to the water bottles. So potassium chloride is pretty much just a salt. It's like potassium salt, pretty much. So that is good for you. Magnesium sulfate. Now this is natural. It's a natural mineral, and it can prevent seizures when you get your magnesium levels up. So it controls low magnesium. Okay, magnesium sulfate brings your magnesium levels to where they need to be. And those two things are in Dasani. The potassium chloride and magnesium sulfate are in Dasani. In Smart Water, they have calcium chloride. That just sounds the most dangerous, let me say that. It's solid at room temperature, and it's a salt. Okay, and then magnesium chloride is it's another salt. So they add lots of salts to these bottled waters, which makes sense. And that's pretty much it. Also in smart water, there's the potassium bicarbonate, and that is like a white, solid, inorganic thing. Yeah. And then other common things that they add to water is like chloride. Like you heard lots of things with chloride as the second word for them, but chloride just prevents bacterial growth, so that's why it's added to water. Maybe it does other things, you know? We are the citizens, and other people are higher up in this society have scientists that do work for them and aliens that do work for them that are, you know, the real scientists. So it's about trusting what you know in your gut is right for you, and that's pretty much all I had to say. I do want to give you guys a little wishy tip, a little water magic, because this video is about water. And I've had lives on Sirius. I'm sure a lot of you are Syrian starseeds as well. And even if you're not from Sirius, there's a bunch of other places with water, okay? And water is just a universal thing that everyone can get excited about, okay? When you wake up and you take a shower, please visualize. You don't have to visualize, you just have to think good thoughts in the shower, okay? Like, load your water up, okay? You're like drenching yourself in water in the shower. This element's all like on you. So if you load your H2O with like good thoughts, that's just gonna like bathe your body. So your body is gonna be rinsed off with these good thoughts and these good energies. That's what you want. You want to bathe in like wellness. Some people take a shower and they want to like rinse off all the bad things and all the toxins. I mean, yes, but you don't want to think about that. You want to think about how you're rinsing in the good, okay? That's what I like to do. Instead of rinse out the bad, I like to rinse in the good. And when I drink water, I'll say a little thing before if I'm alone, or if like people are around me, I'll think my little thing, you know? Before every single sip, I'll think a little thing, but before I drink the whole cup, I'll just like charge it with what I want for that day. If I'm like going to work, I'm like, it's gonna be a good day at work, we're gonna get all this done, and then plus, you know, whatever else I want, you know? Whatever I want, I charge my water with, and guess what? I get it. So you can too. Have a great week, Starseeds. Next week, I'm doing a Q&A. My first ever Q&A. So please, 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 leave me questions down in the comments about my life, about science, about spirituality, about how it all connects, okay? I know I don't have that many subscribers yet. I know not that many people watch my videos, but if I can just give someone the spark they need in each video, then that's what this is about. And I know that sounds cheesy, but that's the truth, and that's why that became cheesy, okay? So that's it. Please, please stop calcifying your pineal gland with this crappy water and go get yourself the freshest accessible to you, okay? Do your own research. I just wanted to kind of spark your mind with this thought. Go buy a water purifier and go buy me one, please. I love you guys. Love and light. The hybrid children are coming soon.